Pitt Street Mall, Saturday, show number 1. Saturday on Pitt Street can be quite daunting for me sometimes. I just did like a little warm-up show. If I didn't have much of a crowd, if it had built more, I would have like done the whole show, but instead I was just like, oh, we'll just leave it here and I'll finish with the 2 oranges and boom, bang. So now I can continue for the rest of the day. It's still a little bit early. We'll see what happens. Grab your front row seats while you can, and then we'll get started momentarily. Live entertainment on your Saturday afternoon. I don't know why I'm trying to build a crowd while filming. That's a ridiculous thing to do. It's currently an unproductive day. Nothing has happened so far. So Jason's out here now. I didn't actually know if he was going to turn up. I'm in no time, hurry, hurry. I am the best magician within a 10-foot radius. Just Jason's patter. Right, I'm just going to sit on the ground and film. So after my first quote-unquote warm-up show at like 12 o'clock today, it's now been like 2.5 hours and I've done no shows. It was like really rough. And then Jason got out here, did a show, and that was actually pretty rough for him as well. It wasn't good at all. And so then I did one show after him, and that turned out to be a half-decent show. I was actually quite happy with it. So hopefully that means the day is now turning around. Regardless, Vivid will be great tonight.
I know it tastes like chicken. Now guys, if this is the correct card, do me a favor and act like you're having fun, even if you're not. Check it out. Jaden! Is that your name? Oh, come on, make some noise! Hands up if you believe the balls have vanished. Thanks, kid. Hands up if you don't believe the balls have vanished. That's fair. Hands up if you just don't care what I do. Oh, if there's an orange in there, there's an orange in there. You were all too busy staring at the hat. No one was watching the cups because there's an orange in there. There's even an applause cue, 6th orange all the way over there. But I know what you guys really want to see.
Trey, how many balls are under the hat?
3! This one's got to be worth at least a 20. And the crowd goes crazy! Come on!
Time for show number 3, 4. How many successful ones have I done today? I don't know, 2? $2.60 later. To be fair, I didn't really hat the crowd. I just kind of stopped after the card set. It wasn't building at all, and it was like a ton of kids, no parents, so it was a whole lot of fun. You know, like I don't mind doing it, and then I just send them away and try to get another crowd. Okay, it's gotten quite late and quite dark in Pitt Street Mall, but I just tried doing a set and it was very unsuccessful, so Jason's taken over for now, and I think I'm probably going to call it here and head to go and work during Vivid. All packed up, time for Darling Harbour, Vivid, and teleport. And I have arrived at Darling Harbour. Patrick's doing a show. It is very loud. Now I have made the incredibly wise decision of not eating all day, so let's go remedy that before I do a show. Line, line, line. Too many lines, I guess. McDonald's it is. Food time. Alright, I'm up next. Better get my ass in gear and get my stuff ready. For a second, Ben, take any card. So my shows definitely have a big comparison and difference between what I did on Pitt Street Mall and then what I did on Vivid tonight. I just did 2 shows back to back at Vivid. They were both fun shows. There's a lot of things I'm still working on, obviously, and apparently there's a bunch of advice talked over some of the footage in my camera because Jason and Patrick were sitting right next to it. So I'm gonna go listen to all that as well, because internally I can't necessarily see what's wrong with my show. External sources definitely help. Hopefully I can get 2 more in, as we do have a Roske, Jason and Patrick all down here working on pitch. Jason's actually doing a show right now.
Hey, that's actually correct, Brian. Well, you got it wrong, Brian. I left you one over here. I left you one over here. want you to get it wrong.
So potentially my last show of the night that I've just done, and it was a good example of no matter how many times you do something, you can always screw it up, because I think I screwed up almost every single thing in that show. I dropped playing cards, I didn't have my Sharpie in my pocket, and then I didn't have the ball for my chop cup in the right pocket, so the wrong ball was on top of the cup and I had to do an extra thing, and that was a pain. And then when I was doing the bill switch, I dropped the $50 note across the ground while still holding the other note. If you know what I'm talking about, then that looks pretty bad. So I had to just continue on after that. Still happy with it. Still did it. Yesterday's magic trick, I did the basic routine of Daryl's acrobatic knot. Today, we're gonna do the advanced routine. It starts off exactly the same way. If you tie a knot into the white rope, you swirl the red and white rope up together like a candy cane, and then you gotta say the magic words, and that white knot actually fuses onto the red rope, completely gone from here forever. Now you can take it a step further. If you take that white knot, you can actually slide it down the entire length of the rope, all the way off the end. You can then throw it back towards the rope and it links back on once again. If you were to take that white knot, however, you can slide it straight down the entire length of the rope to the other side. And then you got to use some magical dust. And that white knot is now fused onto the red rope forever. Boom. Is that the take? I hope so.